Hello, and welcome to our next segment reading of the Asatru Edda. I am Asgard Skegg, and today's chapter is about a god that we have already been introduced to, and that is the brother of Baldr, whose name is Höðr. Baldr and Höðr had grown up with Mani, Nanna's father, though for a while Höðr was sent to Mimir because of his temperament. Both of them are different in nature but have much love for each other. Baldr is calm and mild, and Höðr is impetuous and hot tempered. They are equals in courage and gallantry. They are also very different in appearance, although both are exceptionally handsome. Both are great sportsmen. No rider or charioteer has ever reined a fiery horse better than Baldr, and never has a ship's captain led his craft through storming waves with a surer hand than Baldr in his ship Hringhoni. Höðr distinguished himself above most others as an archer and wrestler. Mani's foster sons were hardly inferior to Bragi in poetry. Höðr was a great hunter who sought out and slayed monsters throughout the world. He had learned that the treasure left by the Ivaldi sons, Hod Niflunga, had fallen into the hands of a Jotun named Fafnir, who lay on Nýttahýþr in the form of an Ormr. But that gold Volander had owed was cursed, and would be the bane of whomever possessed it. No one shall gain from this wealth. Fafnir also had a Agishjalmur at which all things are terror-stricken. Höðr went up to Nýttahýþr and there found the track that Fafnir made when he crawled to get water. Then Höðr made a great trench across the path and took his place within. When Fafnir crawled from his gold, he blew out venom and it ran down from above on Höðr's head. But when Fafnir crawled over the trench, Höðr thrust his sword into his body to the heart. Fafnir writhed and struck out his head and tail. Höðr leapt out of the trench, and then each looked at each other. Fafnir said, "Youth, O youth, of whom then are you born? Say whose son you are, who reddened your bright blade with Fafnir's blood, and struck your sword to my heart." Höðr concealed his name because it is believed since ancient times that the words of a dying man have great power if he curses his foe by his name. He said, "I am called Gavuk Dir. I go abroad a motherless man. I had no father, as others have, and I ever live alone." Fafnir said, "If you had no father, as others have, by what wonder were you born? Though you hide your name on the day of my death, you know you are lying." Höðr said, "I think my race is unknown to you, and so I myself. My name is Höðr. I am Hardbardr Odin's son, who smote you with the sword." Fafnir said, "Who drove you on? Why were you driven to make me lose my life? The bright-eyed youth had a bold father, for you are bold in boyhood." Höðr replied, "My heart drove me, my hand fulfilled, and my shining sword so sharp. Few are keen when old age comes who are timid in boyhood." Fafnir replied, "If you might grow among your friends, one might see you fight fiercely. But you are bound and taken in battle, and prisoners are prone to fear." Höðr said, "You blame me, Fafnir, since I am far from my father's kin. I am not bound, though taken in battle. You have found that I live freely." Fafnir said, "You see hatred in all that I say. Yet alone do I tell the truth, the glistening gold and the gold-red hoard, and the rings shall be your bane. Höðr said, someone shall ever come and hold the hoard, till the destiny day shall come, for there is a time when every man shall journey hence to hell. Fafnir said, the weird of the Norner you will find before the headland. You weak-minded fool, you shall drown in the water if you row against the wind. All danger is near to death. Höðr said, tell me then, Fafnir, for you are known as wise, and you are known much. Who are the Norner who are helpful in need and choose mothers for descendants? Fafnir said, the Norner must be of many births, nor are they of one race. Some are Godar, some are kin to Alfar, and some are Dvalin Sindri's daughters. Höðr replied, tell me then, Fafnir, for you are known as wise, and you know much. What do they call the home where all the holy Godin and Sutr shall meet in swordplay? Fafnir said, it is called Okopnir, where all the Godin shall seek the play of swords. Bilrost Bifrost breaks when they cross the bridge, and the steeds shall swim in the flood. I wore the Agishjalmur to frighten men. While I lay guarding my gold, I seem mightier than any man, for I never found a fiercer foe. Höðr said, no man hides the Agishjalmur when he faces a valiant foe. Often one finds when he meets the foe that he is not the bravest of all. Fafnir replied, I spewed venom when I lay by the bright hoard my father had. There was none so mighty as dared to meet me, and weapons nor wiles I feared. Höðr said, hateful Ormr, your hissing was great, and showed your hard heart. But the sons of men have hated for him who owns the helm. Fafnir said, I counsel you, Höðr, to heed advice, and ride home from here. The glistening gold, the glow-red hoard, and the rings shall be your bane. Höðr said, your counsel is given, but I shall go to the gold hidden in the hearth. And you, Fafnir, shall fight with death, lying where Höðr will have you. And so Höðr killed Fafnir, then wiped the blood from his sword. He rode along Fafnir's trail to his lair and found it open. The gate posts and the gates were of iron. Of iron, too, were all the beams in the house, which was dug into the earth. There Höðr found a mighty store of gold, and he filled 2 chests with it. He took the Agishjalmur and the golden mail coat, and the sword Hrati, and many other precious things. Thank you for joining in on today's segment reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Please support the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to see all of our future content. Thank you again for listening in. We'll see you on the next segment.